Hey everyone, and welcome to this beginner's guide on Valheim. Valheim has taken the Steam charts by storm, and for good reason. It is a game that marries the complexity of survival games that experienced players are looking for, but also the approachability that new players are looking for when they want to get into the genre for the first time. And in this video, I'll be discussing a number of things, including how to make a workbench, how to make a kind of a campsite for yourself. I'm going to explain to you how to do combat, how to level your skills. I'm also going to give you tips and tricks as to how to, use food to your advantage, how to explore the map, and whatnot. So be sure to watch this entire video. It'll give you a very straightforward understanding as to how to play this game if you're relatively new. Also, just a quick heads up, I've been playing this game a lot on my stream, which I will link below in the comments and in the description. But one thing I want to say is that my second video, after you completed this one, is going to be a video that walks you through step by step the beginning of the game all the way to the first boss. So if you ever find yourself stuck and unsure what to do in Valheim, definitely check out that video as well, because this game does not hold your hand whatsoever. Let's get started with the first lesson of this guide, and that is how to build a workbench. Alright, so if you're brand new to Valheim, one of the first things you'll have to do is make a workbench. Now, there's a number of ways you can do this, but there's a very, very straightforward kind of trick, and that is to use an existing area. Let me show you. So first of all, you're going to want to find some, flat land here. Let's use this spot for example here. Now the problem with building right here is that when I drop this, I'm going to drop it, say, right here, right? I'm going to go to use it. And what's it going to tell me? It's going to say, oh, crafting station needs a roof. Now, of course, we can build a little lean-to around it, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. And the other thing I will note is that the workbenches actually have a kind of zone around them. You'll notice this white line. If I'm within this white line, I can actually place a piece of wood there. But if I step outside it, I can't, because it says I need the workbench. So you have to put workbenches in the vicinity of where you want to build, okay? You can't even destroy things without the vicinity of a workbench. Now what you can do is you can actually build a little lean-to over this if you wish, or you can take a shortcut. And if you're brand new to the game, you're just trying to get started quickly, you can do this. Search the map a little bit, you will find an abandoned structure. Get into that abandoned structure, pick up some of that wood, and again, the wood's actually very valuable. Ah, yes, I got a full inventory. I filled up my inventory in preparation of making this video here. And what you're going to do is you're going to make your workbench. Now, the way you find the wood is by actually running around a little bit there. Okay, we drop the workbench, and guess what? Now I can just use it. Why? Because there's a roof above it. Look at that. This abandoned building is acting as a little fort, which is perfect. Now, when you're exploring the forest, you'll find branches on the ground. The branches will act as your initial wood supply before you can build an axe. You'll find stones and stuff like that as well. The nice advantage of this, too, if you use one of these buildings, if you're just getting started, you can also build a bed, and that's super useful as well, because the bed will act as a respawn spot. And what that means is that if you die, you spawn here. So if you're starting to explore the area, use these abandoned structures to your advantage, especially if you're just starting. Yes, they're not pretty and there's massive holes in them, and you won't even be able to sleep in it until you build a fire within it. So put a little fire in the corner here. And now you're actually resting because you're comfortable. You got yourself a fire, you got yourself the workbench and the bed. I can even go to sleep if I want to. I don't. But anyways, that is a very straightforward way to kind of get started quickly. Find an abandoned place, throw the workbench in it, get yourself a bed and a working fire, and you are golden to start your adventure. Okay, so our abandoned structure's over there, but let's say you want to be a little more creative than that. And you're like, hey Alex, listen man, I don't want to be lazy like that. I'm new to the game, but I want to have some fun, and I want to build something. Well, what you can do here is as I said before, you can't use this because it needs a roof. Why a crafting station needs a roof? I don't know, but then the rules. So what you got to do here, now the land won't be flat. You can actually use the hoe to flatten the land, but you don't unlock that right away, but... Well, I destroyed my workbench. It's okay. So anyways, we'll flatten the bed. Whoopsies. You can flatten the land a little bit to make it a little easier to kind of build around, and I'm already out of stamina. And what you're going to do here is you flatten the land a bit. You're going to drop the workbench. Where's my workbench at? Here it is. Workbench. And then what you're going to do, or honestly, you can just find a nice flat piece of land to do this. You're going to need three lengths of wood here. 1. Now, it's a little finicky still. Remember, this is early access. It's only just come out. 2, 3. On the other side. Okay? I like symmetry. 1, 2, and 3. Is it symmetrical? No, but I tried my best. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put a roof on it. Can this work? Can I use it yet? No, there's no roof. It's the one thing it's asking for. It's literally saying, Alex, I need a roof. So what you're going to do is you're going to get the 26 degree thatched roof. Gonna sauce a couple up here. Look at this. Look at this. It's coming together faster and faster every time, and they're only going to make this more intuitive as time goes on. Honestly, the building needs a little bit of improvement, but then everything needs a little bit of improvement. The amazing thing about this game is just how good it is considering it's in early access. Now, there we go. We got the workbench. We got the roof. I actually missed that one a little bit. I hate how that looks. But anyways, is it going to work? It does work. And we can even repair our items here, which, by the way, costs absolutely nothing. That's all you need. Look at that. That's all you need. I even missed that little thatched roof there, and that's all you need. That's all you need for the workbench, which is absolutely fantastic. So, again, it's easier if you kind of find an abandoned building and throw the workbench in there, and then get the, get the little, the bed and the fire pit in there, and you're golden. But with the workbench, if you want to do it on your own, all you need is a little shanty hut on top of it, and you're good. You can also obviously make a larger building, then put the workbench inside and stuff like that. But if you just want the workbench ASAP, this is one of the ways you can do it as well. Now, if you're anything like me, you're going to want to spend a little time admiring the beautiful outdoors of Valheim. But one of the things you should do once you get your little base set up here, as I said, with your bed and your workbench and your little fire. Now, I have that fire inside, is you want to set up a little cooking area. Now, you could, of course, use that fire inside, but why would you do that when you can set up a beautiful cooking area on the water? Listen, it's all about the immersion, right? Set up your little cooking area here. We're going to put it down, and look at that. We got ourselves a beautiful fire. Now, we need more than that. What we're going to do as well is we are going to go to crafting. We're going to make ourselves a cooking station. We're going to position the cooking station as we wish, right above the fire. Perfect, okay? And now what we do, we can fuel the fire by adding wood, which we can do there. Added some more fire, which is great. But what we really want to do is we want to cook items. Now, before I start cooking, I want to explain to you how important cooking is in Valheim. Cooking is, without question, one of the most important things that you do in this game. Now, I want you to know how much health I have. It's just over my shoulder here. And we have 25 health. We're at max. Also, take a look at how much stamina I have in the middle there. I have 3 bars. That sucks. I basically ran 15 feet here, and I'm already out of breath. Unacceptable. The way you improve that is through food. Now, what you got to do is while you're out there, you're going to be, killing boars and getting raw meat and finding raspberries, honey, and mushrooms and all these different things, okay? You're going to want to cook those things. Now, well, the fruit you don't cook, you just kind of eat the fruit. But anyways, and the mushrooms, of course. But the meat, you cook. Let's throw the meat on there. Now, you throw the meat on there. It's relatively straightforward. It pulls it right out of your inventory and starts cooking it automatically. You're going to wait a few seconds here. There are 2 stages of cooked meat. There is cooked, and then there's charcoaled. Now, charcoaled you can't eat, but it's useful for other ingredients and recipes later on if you don't have a smelting and smelting station and stuff like that. We'll talk about that later in a future video. But basically, what you're doing here is you're cooking the food. You're going to see a little flare up, and there's the flare up right there. And you are going to take the food, and you have yourselves cooked meat. Now, what I want to show you here, and cooked meat's bound to my 8 key there. I want to show you how impactful the cooked meat is. Again, we have 25 health here and 3 bars. I'm going to eat the cooked meat. Press 8. There we go. We ate some cooked meat. Now, over time, it's actually going to regen, and I should verify here with you that the cooked meat gives you 40 health and 30 stamina, and for 1200 seconds, it's going to give you 2 hit points per tick of healing, which is great, and it's actually going to slowly heal ourselves up as we reach those hit point percentages. You're also going to take a look at something like raspberries and, the mushrooms and stuff. Each one's a little unique. Red mushroom, the regular mushrooms, is 15 health and 20 stamina. Yellow mushroom is 20 and 20. I'm going to take that yellow mushroom. I eat the yellow mushroom. I got even more health and even more stamina. You can see the stamina bar getting even bigger. I can eat something else. What I want to eat? Do I want to eat a raspberry? 10 health, 20 stamina? Sure, I eat a raspberry, and here we go. And you can see the color representing the value benefit that each individual food is giving me, the gray being the base. Then you got the meat, you got the yellow mushroom, and the raspberry, which is finally rounding it out. Now, it is so important. Now you can see how big my bar is here. Also, I need a torch. It is getting dark, and I am getting scared. We build ourselves a torch here. We put it on ourselves, give ourselves a little bit of light. I am scared of the dark, and that moon does not even have a face. But anyways, what we're going to do here is I'm going to illustrate to you basically like the fact that, look, we have a ton more stamina. We're getting more health, and it makes all the difference. It really does. Now, here's something you need to know. When it's nighttime, a lot of players don't realize this. I've been watching streams and stuff and having some fun, and people, they battle out the nighttime, and people are getting, murdered in the nighttime by these monsters. It gets a little harder, and what you want to do is you want to probably just go to bed, and you can do that. Run to your little hut that you built up here. Okay, it has no door, so you don't want to get chased in here. You got a fire there, you got your workbench, but most importantly, you got yourself a bed. Use that bed and rest until morning. Sit in there, catch those Z's, and we'll see you in the morning. Alright, noobs, let's talk about combat. Sometimes you will find yourself against a multitude of enemies. Now, what I want you to understand about this game, we're going to talk about skills in combat now. Why? Because I'm in combat. Now, I did not mean to get tracked down by all these baddies. I do not want you to underestimate your ability to defend yourself with a shield. Shields are one of the first things you can build, and look at this. It's taking a beating, and I'm leveling my blocking ability. The way you level things in this game is by, well, using it. Why am I trying to punch? I gotta put my items on. Now, one thing I will say is if you want to run and put your items away, you hit the R button. It'll automatically put your items away. You run faster. If you want to pull out your items, you hit R, you pull them out again. And if you want to use your skills, you block. And you fight. Now, the way this works here is, so the more you stabby McStab, your stabby McStabbing skill goes up, which is your knife skills. If you want to blocky McBlock, your block skill goes up by blocking. And as you can see, I've been practicing blocking because I tend to aggro pull tons of people. The names of the Grey Dwarf, you'll see it's just Grey Dwarf. That means that guy's pretty easy to kill and I should be fine. Now, I'm out of stamina, so I can't block. You'll notice that a couple of them have stars beside their name. I took on too many guys here. You'll see that a few of them have stars beside their name. That means they're harder to fight. Okay, they're a little stronger, they can do more damage, and they do more work on us. Now, I'm going to run a little bit and try and put myself in position to fight. I'm going to try and build some stamina, and when you chain attacks together, what happens is you can actually stagger guys and critical strike. See how that guy staggered? And now I crit him, okay? Now a couple of them are dead. Good. I'm still taking HP up thanks to the food I've eaten. So once this guy swings on me, I'm going to take a couple shots at him, try and stagger him. He's staggered, and I'm critting him. And I killed him. Good. Now I'm at 25 health. I gotta be a little more careful here. This guy's gonna throw a shot at me. I block it. Now I hit him. He's gonna stagger. Critical strike. Perfect. Now a 1v1. Okay? He throws a hit. I hit him. I hit him. I'm out of stamina. Wait. I'm gonna wait. I don't have to move. I just wait. I be patient. I get my stamina up. Because I have to combo. To kill these guys, I gotta combo them. I wait. Stamina's up. He's dumb. He's going around. He's missing it. Now watch. Hit. 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 Now he's staggered. Crit. Crit. Okay? Always look for that kind of like stagger thing, because when they're doing that, you get critical strikes on the attacks, okay? Super important. Very important. With regards to skills, however, one thing you want to know is your skills are kind of always improving, okay? If you want to improve your running skill, you run. If you want to improve your unarmed skill, you punch stuff, okay? You want to improve your clubs, your blocking, whatever it is, you just use those skills. And like, honestly, if you want to improve your, like, knife skill, you can walk up to a tree and just hit it. Okay, it's doing no damage. The durability is dropping on the knife. You can see that little bar above the 5 is dropping, but I'm building my knife skill. Believe it or not, my, where is it there? Where is it there? Knives is going up. It's going up. Look, am I wasting time? You tell me. But anyways, the more I use the ability, the more it increases in skill. The problem is if you die, you run the risk of losing some of the abilities that you've earned, okay? So let's take a look at our skill here. Has it gone up? It's almost 26, and it's now 26. We got there, baby. We got there hitting a tree, but you know what? It works, okay? That is a quick showcase on how to do combat and skills in Valheim. Alright guys, a new day dawns on Valheim, and I must confess I lied. I told you I was going to talk about smelting in a future video, and I decided just now, why not just talk about it right now? So let's do it, okay? First of all, let's talk about this smelter here. So first of all, in order to build the smelters, what you got to do is you're going to have to do some dungeon delving, and what you got to do is you got to find some dungeons, you got to steal some sturdier cores from skeletons. Sounds like a lot of fun, isn't it? Well, the skeletons are actually pretty hard, so enjoy. But anyways, you're going to take these ores, and with these ores, what you're going to do is you're going to build a smelter and a charcoal pit, basically. And what you do is you add wood to the charcoal pit, and what's going to happen is it's going to spit out charcoal. And then you take that charcoal, okay? You are going to put the charcoal right here, okay? You're going to put the coal, sorry, right here. And you're going to put some iron right here, like some tin ores, which you mine with my trusty pickaxe. Here's the ores. Here's the sterling cores as well. And what you're going to do, and of course, there's the coal. What you're going to do is you are going to then build a forge, which allows you to build the next stage of items like bronze and copper knives and tons of improvements that you're looking forward to, okay? Now, you might be thinking, Alex, I can't do any of this because I don't have that fancy pickaxe on your back that you're flexing so proudly. How do I do that, Alex? How do I get the pickaxe? I would like to go hunt the skeletons, get the cores, and spit out some charcoal. Well, the way you do it is very simple. you click the link on the side here in the suggested video feed for the next video, because in the next video in the series, I'm going to take you through step by step how to beat the first boss. The way you get the pickaxe is by beating the first boss. And if you're relatively new to the game, you might find the beginning of the game very confusing. So, hey, this video is going to help you get through the game. You can find it right there above me here. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and a very special thank you to all of our wonderful subscribers. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you in the next video.